Welcome back to Rough Around the Edges.
Hey, that's my line. You literally went and stole my line.
I'm sorry. I tend to get carried away.
It's okay, we'll just pick up on the video right now. I had an idea. You remember this little fella who I just showed you how I made her for a birthday gift? Cutest little Let's Resin mold ever. You can go on their website and find this mold, or they're also on Amazon. And I'm not sure if they come with just one, but I know it comes with 4. Now, I did 2 other little sets, which I'll show you now, but I didn't video them. And then since it's not her birthday yet, I decided I'm going to go ahead and make a little set with this. And now I'm going to show you the set I made that I didn't film, but I still wanted to show it off. And then I'm going to show you what I'm doing with this little chubby cutester. Cutester. Is that a word? Well, it is now. This is that beautiful copper penny color that I used on Miss Hammy here. And I'm gonna paint the inside of this. Pour my 5 ounces of resin, and then I have another great idea to add on. So, let's go. Okay, now that I'm done painting this with this beautiful penny copper color, this color is just gorgeous. I'm gonna have to go back underneath my Amazon buys and see what other colors they have, because you can see on our little hamster, I mean, it's probably not as pretty as it is not seeing it on camera, but still, that shine is something else. Okay, so I'm done with this. Tap, tap, tap. Now, I'm going to pour, this takes 5 ounces of resin. You don't need to watch me pour. But you know what? I'll probably bring you back for mixing and pouring it into the mold. See you in a little bit. Alright. There it is in all its glory. I don't even remember putting it there, but hey, I had to have. Because I'm the only one working in this room right now. I had to stand up and get a bird's eye view. Oh my goodness. I have the fan blowing on me to keep the air ventilated, and I got pixie dust flying around the room. I don't need a huge, well, there went a huge scoop. Too late now. Roll with it, baby. Roll with it. Alright, let's get this good mixed up. Get it poured into our mold. Set it near the window to get it well ventilated as it cures. And I'm sorry, that didn't sound right. Get it well ventilated? No. Just set it next to a well ventilated area. I've got 3 fans in this room. I've got my window wide open. Because of the weather climate I live in, it's very warm. I'm ready for the fall, even though I live in the Sunshine State. We don't get much fall or spring. We do, and we cherish those seasons. Can y'all see what I'm doing, or am I just yapping away and not paying attention? If I'm underneath the camera, we get fallen springs we cherish, because it's usually like summer, fall lasts like maybe 1 second, okay, give or take 1 week. Then we get a couple of months of winter. If you can, I don't know where you're from, but if you consider Florida having a winter, to a lot of places, our winters are your summers. Okay, this is turning out beautiful. And then we get a quick spring, and then we're into summer again, which I don't mind. I'm born and raised here, and I want to say I'm used to it, because just walking 3 feet out of your car, you can break a sweat. But I know that I couldn't do very cold for very long. When we do cold, we visit, and then we come back home. I really do like watching the fall leaves turn in other places. Okay, here we go. Alright, I'm going to finish scraping this off, put it near my window to cure, and then we'll come back for the next step. See you then. A couple hours for this lady, 1 second for this lady, the birthday girl, and for anybody else who watches. See you in a little bit. Okay. I wanted to show you what I did with these. Right now you're looking at a bird's eye view. So, while we are waiting for this one's tray to cure so we can move to the next step, I did not film what I did with these little ladies. So I'm going to show you. So this is our little purple one. I put her some shiny white iridescent micropowder. Remember, it's called Slice of the Moon. Painted in her little eyes. She's a beautiful purple color. What's that? Oh, disappeared. Put a little wreath, kind of like a little Hawaiian wreath on her head. Gave her little rhinestones for her pawpaws. And so, yeah, that's how she turned out. Let's move my squeaky lamp so you can see her better. And then I made this cute little tray out of the same mold I just poured for the little copper hamster coming out. I did a glitter mix. Then I went around the edge, though you might not be able to see it very well on camera, with little rhinestones. They are not the sticker strip rhinestones. I placed each one of those with my wax pencil. Okay, so she can sit with this. And then with this set, I did some little pawpaws, little paw prints, just like her little feet would be, and made some little stud earrings. So that's for one little girl. The other one is this little teal one. And what I did with her, and our Miss Purple over here, we're going to call her Miss Purple and Miss Teal. I did this on the bottom. I did that for this one and for this tray as well. Just for protection. She's got a little bow on her head. She's got little earrings. So does this one, little earrings. Her toenails on her paws are done. Here and here. Because I know you can't see everything the way you can in person. Painted her some cute little eyes, nose, mouth. And this turned out really cool looking. It's smooth, but it's got this beautiful pattern going through it. So that's her. Her little matching paw earrings to go with the set. And with hers, I did a teal little tray. I did glitter mixes on this, from the chunky round pieces to ultra fine different colors. It turned out more green, not here necessarily, but here it turned out more Irish green looking than the teal color I was going for to match. So what I did is I mixed up a tiny bit, just enough to cover the bottom of this tray. And all these trays have a raised lip. You can use them as a soap dish. You can use them to catch your jewelry. It's whatever you want to do. Anyhow, back to what I was saying. So what I did is I mixed up a very little amount of epoxy, took some teal alcohol ink, mixed it up, poured it into here. I still have plenty of ledge, and poured it over, which makes it more of a matching set. So they turned out really cute, and that's what inspired me to make a tray for the birthday girl's little one here. But I have a different idea. I'm not going to use glitters like I used on these, but we're going to wait till it cures, and then I'll show you my next step. So see you then. Okay, everybody.
We're back.
Yes, we are. Our soon-to-be complimentary tray is cured. Don't ask me why I just tap like that. I've seen other people do it, and I like the way it sounds. What do we call that? ASMR. Okay. Unmolden. Okay. So far, so good. Woo! Did y'all see that? That was stuck in there. Okay, there we go. Ooh, that's pretty. Yes. That is so pretty. I love that. I love that color. Oh yes, that's so pretty. Okay, let's move on. Let me show you what my idea is. Ooh, I need to shape. Well, I'm not going to do it now with my deburring tool. Okay, look. I found this piece. It's pretty big, actually. Actually, I saved it. It was a backing out of a, like, was it Estee Lauder or something? It was a gift from my mom. It had, actually, I don't know who it was from. I don't want to say that. I don't know. It was a gift, and it had lotions and body washes and that kind of stuff in there. I think it's beautiful like this. But what I did to make it kind of match and give it a fall vibe is I went in with this paint pen. It looks, goodness, looking at it on the camera, it looks more purple. But when I hold it up to her, well, in the camera it still does. But with my eyes from where I sit, it's more of a brown. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. I measured this out. So this is what it came like with the white and the pretty gold, but I measured this out. I'm going to trace this out to the inner rim and see what this looks like once I place it in here and put it under resin. I hope it sure looks good, because this doesn't look like a lot of work. Well, it really wasn't, but it was more than expected. So I'm going to flip it over. Now I know it's not going to take up all of this, but I am going to trace it and get an idea and see how I can get it set down in here. Okay. What I really need is a ballpoint pen. I know I have one, but I could be sitting here digging for a while. Just like a little bit ago when I couldn't find, I couldn't find the copper mica powder. No, I didn't do that. It was hiding from me. No, it wasn't. I misplaced it and I had to stand up to find it. Okay, so there we go. I'm going to cut the basic outside of this shape, and then I'm going to go about that width, about a pinky fingernail width, and get it to do its best to fit on the inside. So let's try it. Okay, that took a little bit, but I finally got the best fit I think I'm gonna get. Well, it was fitting a second ago. Maybe better this way? Yeah, what the world? Alright. Okay. You know, that looks kind of Halloween. Well, we're almost there. Alright, now what I need to do is figure out a way to get this to stay down in here so that when I pour the resin, it doesn't continually float. So, let me think about this for a minute. So what I decided to do, since I don't have any tack it, glue, or anything like that, I just decided to go with the good old B7000. I put some on the bottom. I'm going to place this in here. Press it down real good. If it doesn't fit perfect, that's okay, because I know I have an idea, I think, of what I'm going to do once the resin is poured on top and it all dries. You won't even see that it's not a perfect fit. By the way, I don't think I need to remind anybody, nothing turns out perfect. And nobody walks perfect or talks perfect. There's only one person that walked this earth that was perfect. And it definitely was not me or you. Okay. Now I'm going back in with my handy dandy paint pen. Oh my goodness. Okay, that's pretty. And I know once I get this under resin, it's gonna look even better. I can't wait. Okay. I gotta wait though. I gotta wait. I'm not good at waiting. Okay, but I do. I have to wait till the resin dries. Now what I think I need to do, not the resin, the glue underneath here. I do need to find a couple of jars or heavy items to keep it down. No, that's not gonna be it. Well, it's down. You saw that it's down, glued. I'm gonna run around the house and see what I can find that will just keep it steady and flat. Okay? I had an idea. So while I'm waiting for the glue to dry, I can just, it seems to be staying. But what I want to do is, I think, before I even pour my resin, like I said, while the glue is drying, I'm going to take these little bitty black rhinestones and I'm going to go along this edge. Yes, I am. I need some extra bling bling going on here. Okay, let's see. Let's pull them on out and spill them everywhere into my next color next door. Oh well, that happens all the time. It's not the first time and it won't be the last. This is a copper stone, so it doesn't need to be in there. I see quite a few escapees that came on over for the party at the neighbor's house. I just got to make sure that I don't put them in there. Alright, let's go for it. Once in a while it's important to stop and sharpen your wax pencil. If you notice glue is gooping up on the end, you're having a harder time picking up your stones, just get you a little pencil sharpener, keep it nearby. You won't need it very much. Sharpen it up and continue with your project. Join the birthday party, little friends. Alright, we're coming around the turnpike. Turn 2. Looks like a little... Ooh, you don't belong in there. Get back with your brothers. Looks like a little racetrack. We're coming around the racetrack. Ugh. I've done a lot of gemstone work, but this took a hot minute. If you don't know what a hot minute is, it's the opposite of a minute. It means, and look, I'm still straightening up. It means it took a while. Alright, what I'm doing now is I'm removing a stone because it's making everything off balance. And why this is still tacky, I can get in there and kind of space them out where it's not going to be very noticeable. There we go. It's pretty, don't get me wrong, but that, all those little stones, oh, it's not like I haven't done it before, but I felt like I was sitting here forever. Let's get this stuff off the back. Must have come from my paper towel. There we go. Now, where's my handy dandy deburring tool? It's still a little soft, but I'm going to go ahead and run it around these edges. I'm going to put those little rubber protectant little rubber feet. Gosh, spit it out, girl. On the bottom, so it doesn't scratch anything. I better wait because this is still a little soft, so it's making it skip and jump. Oh, these strings from the glue. Quit complaining about everything. My goodness. I need to hush. Quit complaining. Alright. Now what I'm going to do is mix up, just golly, maybe a half an ounce of resin, enough to cover the bottom, and we'll be back. Just wanted to stop real quick after I finish the gemstones and show you how it looks. Now, oh, it's reflecting on the wall. Y'all can't see that, but it's cool to me. Alright, see you in a little bit. Bye. Okay, it turned out beautiful. Now it's time to close shop. I went ahead and poured less than half an ounce of resin. Turned out beautiful. No bubbles. Nice, smooth finish. On the top, put the rubber stoppers on the bottom so it wouldn't scratch your furniture and Hammy's as well, and you got yourself a nice little set. Put your jewelry on there, put a little tea light on there. It's your world. Miss Hammy's just living in it. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you come back and hang out with us again.